are you? I hope you are doing well, right? Okay, so what have we done in our last class? Do you remember? Good. We have done listening and speaking activity, right? So now, today, we are going to do something else than that, okay? One more reading exercise from our Unit 3. So, let's begin now. I'd like to show you some beautiful pictures here, and you have to say something, okay? Get ready. Look at the following pictures and find out what is happening there. First picture, what is happening here? You can see many people, right? So they are celebrating something, they are doing something, right? Yes, this is a wedding ceremony or marriage ceremony, which is going to happen here. Next one picture. Good, worshipping God. Goddess, we can see there, right? So maybe you also do these things regularly, right? Worshipping God. Do you do or not? Good. We have to do, right? We have to worship God. Next one, what can you see here? Yes, this is hospital, and the doctor is maybe recommending something to the patient, right? Maybe to visit as a visitor. Maybe you have gone there to the hospital, right? Maybe you have also attended some marriage ceremony, right? Maybe you have attended puja, right? Have you ever done or not? Good. So look at here. Have you ever attended such events being absent from school? How often? Okay, so you have attended such event like sometime marriage ceremony of your relatives or somebody at home, right? Or maybe puja there in your house or your relative's house, maybe you have attended that. Or maybe if somebody is sick there and then admitted in the hospital and you have visited them, right? So different event maybe you have attended. But you become absent in those days or not? Yes, maybe if they are very far from your residence or area, then of course you have to take leave and then you have to go, right? So you have the experience of being absent, attending this type of event, right? Good. So now I'm going to ask you some questions related to this. Do you inform your teachers while being absent from the school? Do you inform? Whether your head teacher or other teachers? Good. You have to inform, right? You have to inform that, yes, ma'am or sir, I'm not coming tomorrow or some days. It will be better, you know, if you inform them. So if you have already informed, then how do you inform them? Do you write a letter, or do you make a call, or do you go to them directly and then have face-to-face conversation? What do you do? You inform in different ways, right? So do you write a leave application? Just for example, for your head teacher or for your subject teachers or other teachers, do you write a leave application? It depends, right? Sometime maybe if you are asking for leave for many days, then you write. Or sometime, okay, one day also, to be a very sincere and honest child, maybe you write a leave application, right? So have you ever written a leave application? When have you written? This year? Last year? Or before last year? Why? To attend marriage ceremony or puja or going to the hospital or some other event? Okay, so anyway, you inform your teacher, you inform your head teacher, and then you take leave. Sometimes you write leave application, sometimes you just inform them, right? But it's better to inform. So now look at there. This is there in your textbook. Okay, you can see there one letter. Okay, so you have to tell me what is the text about. You see there, April 5th, 2020, the principal, Sri Padmodaya Secondary School, Kathmandu, subject, application for sick leave. Dear ma'am, with due respect, I'd like to inform you that I will not be able to come to school tomorrow as I'm suffering from fever. The doctor has suggested me to take medicine and take a rest for some days. I'm visiting the doctor tomorrow. Therefore, I request you to grant me a leave for a day. I shall be very grateful to you. Your obedient student, Mukesh Sharma, grade 6. So, what it is about? Good. It is a leave application. What it is? It is a leave application. Who has written this? Mukesh has written. In which grade Mukesh studies? He studies in grade 6, like you. Okay, so he studies in which school? Sri Padmodaya Secondary School. And what is the reason behind writing this application, leave application? Yes, you are suffering from fever and he wanted to take a leave and take rest there. Okay, so when you have to ask for leave, what do? This is the question that in your textbook. What do? Yes, you also write a leave application. So let's look at there and then read once again and then let's discuss some of the things here. At first you can see here, April 5th, 2020, the principal, Sri Padmodaya Secondary School, Kathmandu, subject, application for sick leave. Okay, dear ma'am, with due respect, okay, expressing some kind of gratitude or respect, I'd like to inform you. I have underlined some of the words here. What may be the reason behind it? Guess? Inform, suffering, suggested, grant, grateful, obedient. I have underlined these words. Do you know why? What is the reason behind it? Good. These words may be unfamiliar for you. So for that reason, I have underlined. So can you guess that what may be the meaning of this? I'd like to inform you that. Inform you means make you know. Inform is. Who'd like to make know? Mukesh would like to make know. Okay. Suffering. I'm suffering from fever. Suffering means having trouble. Okay. You know, facing some kind of uneasy situation, suffering. Suggested. The doctor has suggested me. Doctor suggested. What does it mean? Okay. Advised, we can say. Grant. Therefore, I request you to grant me a leave for a day. So, grant means what it is? Give, allow, right? Okay. I shall be very grateful to you. What does grateful means? Obliged, or you can also say other words as well for grateful. You are showing your gratitude, feeling of respect, right? And obedient is good, disciplined, or you can say honest, sincere type of, right? So he has written this leave application. Now let's do the exercise there. Find the words from the application which mean the following. Okay, you can see here meaning of the words which you can find there in the leave application. So the first letter has been given, so it's very easy for you to find. A, R, S, G and O. You have to find the words with them. So first one, a written request for asking something. What does it mean? A written request for asking something. So here you can see where is the word started with A. About that? Good. Application. Okay. So similarly, feeling of deep admiration, advised, started with S. To give or to allow, G, started with the word you have to find. Dutiful and disciplined, O. I'll give you a few minutes, okay? You try to find the word there. Okay, you have to find the words started with R, S, G and O. Okay, take your time. After that, you will write there in your textbook and we will discuss the words later. Thank you. So, feeling of deep admiration. What does that mean? Good. This is, look at here. You have written. Now check your answer. First one is a written request for asking something. Application. Okay. You are making request by writing an application. Whether you have to request for leave or for a scholarship or whatever. Okay. If you have to make request, written request, then you have to write application. Okay. So feeling of deep admiration. The word is started with R. Good. You have written there. Of course, respect. Advised. Doctor advised. Okay, good. Suggested. Okay. So to give or to allow. Started with G. Whatever you have written. Good. You have written grant. Okay. To give or to allow. Dutiful and disciplined. Started with O. What is that? Good. Obedient. So these are the words which you can find there in your textbook. A written request for asking something, application. We write application for a scholarship, for leave or for other purposes as well. Feeling of deep admiration is respect. Okay, we have to respect our elders. Advised. Doctor advised us to take medicine regularly, something like that. To give or to allow, grant. When we will write an application, we expect grant from our teachers, right? So grant means give. Dutiful and disciplined is obedient. Okay, all the students, we try to be obedient. Okay, you should be dutiful, you should be responsible towards your duty and you should be disciplined as well. We all should be dutiful and disciplined. Okay, so these are the words. Now let's move ahead. Once again, we are reading this and then doing the activities it follows. So the activity is this one. Fill in the blanks using the words and phrases given in the box. You can see here, what are the words you can see there in the box? Good. Fever, 6. April 5th, 2020. A day. Principal, take medicine and rest. Okay, these are the words. Now, just have a look there in the text again. Read it and then you will complete the text given there. April 5th, 2020. The principal, Sri Padmoday Secondary School, Kathmandu. Subject, application for sick leave. Dear ma'am, with due respect, I'd like to inform you that I will not able to come to school tomorrow as I'm suffering from fever. The doctor has suggested me to take medicine and take a rest for some days. I'm visiting the doctor tomorrow. Therefore, I request you to grant me a leave for a day. I shall be very grateful to you. Your obedient student, Mukesh Sharma, grade 6. So this is the information. Now you have to fill in the blanks. These words which are suitable. Mukesh is a student of Padmoday Secondary School. Okay, he is studying in grade what? Yes, 6. This is a letter of application for sick leave written by Mukesh to his whom? Whom he has written. Just you can see there. Whom? Addressed to whom? Good. The principal. Okay. He is addressing this application, leave application to whom? To the teacher? No, to the principal. So what will you write here? Here's principal. Okay. So take your time. I'll give you a few minutes, complete it, and then you have to check your answer. Okay. Good. Now, check your answer. Mukesh is a student of Padmoday Secondary School. He is studying in grade 6. This is a letter of application for sick leave written by Mukesh to his good principal. It is written on when? Look at the date. Good. It is written on April 5th, 2020. Mukesh is suffering from what? Good. Mukesh is suffering from fever. The doctor has advised him to take what? Medicine and take rest. Okay. So Mukesh requests his principal to grant him a leave for what? For a day. For how many days? Only 1 day. Why he is asking for leave for 1 day? Because he wanted to see the doctor. Okay. So these are the informations. I hope you have completed correctly. Good. So let's move ahead. Once again, look at there, what are the information there and how it has been written. When you will write a leave application, at the time you have to have a marginal line there in your copy, right? And you will write all the information in your left hand side. Okay. So first of all, what you can see there, it is written there, date. Okay, see there, April 5th, 2020. So what it is written there at first? Yes, first of all you have to write date. After that what? After that, to whom you are going to address this letter, right? You will write that. So post of the receiver, you know, who is going to receive? Maybe sometime your teacher, sometime your principal, okay? It depends. So first of all you will write date, then after receiver's post you will write. Receiver means who? The person who will receive your letter. Receiver's post you will write. After that, you can see there in the this application, Sri Padmoday Secondary School. Okay, what it is? Address of the school. Okay, you are writing to the teacher. Okay, so address of the organization to whom you are writing, receiver's post, and then name and address of the organization, okay, to whom you are writing, or the institution. Okay, name and address of the institution you will write, like Sri Padmoday Secondary School, Kathmandu. Okay, name is Sri Padmoday Secondary School, then after Kathmandu. Then after, what you can see there? Subject. Okay, what is the subject here? You'll write subject. Subject is application for sick leave. When you have to write similar leave application, then this information you have to include there. Then after that, you will write salutation. Okay, principal may be sir or ma'am, right? So here you can see that dear ma'am. So anything you can write, dear sir or dear ma'am, salutation. You will write there. Okay. Then after, with due respect, I'd like to inform. This all the information is body of the leave application. Okay. You will write the body of the leave application after that. Okay. One paragraph, short paragraph you can write. After that, your obedient student. What it is? Yeah, it is subscription. Okay. Subscription you will write. And after subscription, what you will write? Your name, okay, your name, and then other information, like maybe you will write your roll number, you will write your grade there. Okay. So in this way, while writing leave application, you will include these things. First, you will write date, like April 5th, 2020, as Mukesh has written. Then after receiver's post, the teacher or the principal with whom you are writing, then for whom, then name and address of the institution, okay, just like your school's name and where it is, address you will write. Then after you will write subject, about what, for how many days you are asking for leave, you will write there. Salutation, dear sir or dear ma'am, you will write. Then after body, you will express that for how many days you are asking for leave, and what is the reason behind asking this. All the information you will include there in body part. Then after subscription, your obedient student or obediently, okay, these things you will write. Then after you will write your name and your class and your roll number. So in this way, with this format, you can write a leave application. Can you write or not? First of all, what will you do? You'll write date, okay? Everything you have to write from left hand side. First you will write date, today's date you will write, and then after that, today's means whenever you would like to write the application, that date, that day's date you have to write, whether tomorrow or day after tomorrow or after 1 month, whenever you have to write leave application, you will write the date of the same day. Then after receiver's post, whether you are writing to your teacher or principal, okay, head teacher, about to whom you are writing, you will write their post. Then after you will write name and address of the institution, means your school. Then subject, okay, you will write application for some days holiday or some days leave, you can write. Sometime, you know that for attending some marriage ceremony or puja, also you need to take leave, right? So in that situation, you cannot write sick leave, okay, you will write other reason. Then after salutation, okay, dear sir or ma'am, you will write. Then you will write body, okay, for how many days you need leave, and then for what purpose, okay, you will include there. Then after subscription, your sincerely, your faithfully, or your obedient student, you will write there, and your name you will write, your class, and your roll number. So in this way, in this format, you will write a leave application. Now I'm going to show you one more example, okay. Look at here. What it is, 2078, 5th, 7, what it is? Yes, this is the date when you are going to write a letter, okay. Then after, to whom this leave application is addressed? Yes, the principal. After that, Jana Jagriti Higher Secondary School is the institution's name, okay. And then Salary Solukhumbu is the address, okay. After that, subject. What is the subject? Request for 2 days leave for a family work, okay. Sometime we have to attend some work in our family. In that situation also we may need leave, okay. So request for 2 days leave for a family work. After that, you will write salutation, dear sir, okay, or ma'am, you will write. Then after this body part, with due respect, I beg to state that I am a student of class 6 in your school. I have required 2 days leave for a work in my family. Okay, I need, also you can write, there is my sister's wedding, sister's marriage next week, so we need to work for arrangement. You know that maybe, you know, when we have our sister's marriage at home, then we may have to go for shopping, or we may have to help our parents doing this and that, arranging the things, right? So the writer is also writing the same. And then kindly allow me leave for 2 days. Okay, he's asking for 2 days leave. I shall be thankful to you. Okay, if you allow, then I shall be thankful to you. Then yours obediently or faithfully or sincerely, you can write. Then after, Samir Thapa, name of the student, and class 6. So in this format, you can write a leave application. So what are the things you have to keep in mind while writing? First of all, you'll write date. Then after, to whom you are going to write, the person's post, the principal or the teacher, and name of your school. Then after, address of your school. Then what is the subject you are writing there. Then you'll write salutation, okay, like dear sir, dear ma'am. Okay. After that, you'll write the body part. You are expressing your feelings there, for how many days you need leave, and then for what purpose, you'll write that. Then yours obediently, this is subscription, or yours faithfully you can write, or yours sincerely you can write. Then after, your name and your class. So in this way, can you do or not? If I tell you, just for example, okay, so without looking at anything, just try. First of all, you'll write date. Then after, to whom you are addressing this leave application, that person's post, your institution's name, school's name. Then after, you'll write what? Address of your school. After that, what will you write? Subject you'll write. And then after writing subject, good, salutation you'll write. Dear, with a sir or ma'am you can write. Then after, you'll begin the body paragraph. So what will you write in body paragraph? You'll write that for what you are writing this application. You are writing for asking for the leave. For how many days? You'll mention that. And then for what reason? Okay, what is the reason behind asking or writing this leave application? You will write that. Why you need leave? Okay, there should be genuine reason. Okay, very, you know that it's not, you should not write anything fake. Okay, it should be, you are honest, right? So honestly you will write the information there. Then after, you'll express your happiness if your teacher allow you to or grant you leave. Then you'll write subscription. In that subscription, you'll write yours sincerely, yours faithfully, right? And then what will you write at last? Your name and then your address. So can you do it? Okay, so look at, in this format you are writing, everything you'll write from left hand side, and in this format you'll write. Now I'm going to assign you a work. Okay, so assignment for the day, write a leave application to your head teacher. To whom you are writing? To your head teacher. Imagining that, it's not sure, okay, but you are just thinking of, imagining that you will be absent in your school for a day. For how many days? For a day. Why? Because you are going to attend a marriage ceremony. Okay, what you are going to attend? A marriage ceremony, right? So you need a day leave. Okay, and to whom you are writing? To your head teacher. Can you do it? So first of all, what will you do? You'll write date. So today's date is 20. Okay, you'll write that. Then after receiver's post, to whom you are writing? The head teacher. Okay, you are writing to the head teacher. Then after, what will you write here? You will write Padmoday Secondary School. You'll write Janajagriti Higher Secondary School. No, you are writing your own school's name and address. After that, you are writing subject. Okay, for how many days, for what you are writing this application. You will write in subject. Then after salutation, if your school's head teacher is ma'am, then dear ma'am, you will write. If he is sir, then you will write dear sir. Then after you will write, you have to imagine that you are attending a marriage ceremony, right? So for attending marriage ceremony, you need a day's leave. Okay, so you will write there, you need 1 day leave for attending a marriage ceremony. So in this way, you will write. And then yours sincerely, yours faithfully, okay, yours obediently, whatever you would like, you will write there. And you write your name. Will you write Mukesh? If your name is Mukesh, then you will write. If not, you will write your own name. And then class, grade 6, and your roll number. So in this way, you will write, imagining that you will be absent for next day from your school for a day, only for 1 day. So you are writing this. You will write without taking help from any places, like you will not take help from your textbook as well. And you will write, and tomorrow in our next class, we'll discuss about how you have written, what information you had to include there, and whether you could be able to include that or not. Okay, did you get? Thank you. So what we have done today? We have done so many things, right? So we have read leave application. Okay, first of all, we have read that so many times. So I hope that you have understood each and every steps of writing leave application. Then after reading that, you have done the exercises as well. You have done first exercise that is related to vocabularies, okay, unfamiliar words. We have discussed that. I have given you some examples as well, okay, how can we use those words in our examples in our daily life as well. We have done that. After that, you have done fill in the blanks exercise. Okay, you have selected the words from the leave application and then filled them there in the text, okay, in the question. And after that, we had discussed about the format of writing leave application, okay, what are the things needed you have to, while writing that leave application, we had discussed about that. I have shown you one more example, okay, you have got idea of from 2 different examples from your textbook and then from next. And now you are going to write a leave application on this question, okay. You have to imagine and then you have to write to your head teacher, okay. And I hope that you could be able to, you can be able to write it, okay. So thank you so much everyone. Thank you so much for your active participation. Always enjoy learning. Thank you.